staying on the ground on first with Kamara. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last two seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. There. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here, because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now, having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Hall. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Landry, the receiver, in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Olave holds it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A first down throw for Winston. And Thomas has it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple that leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Brady
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Otten. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard gain.
Hall again on 2nd down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That tackle for loss earned by Alontae Taylor. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Brady. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Brady now on 1st down, eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Man open, here is Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. To throw is Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make the play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 21-0.
Buccaneers 21, Saints nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man-winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Ball again on 2nd down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard and it'll set up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of touchdown.
Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 28-0.
Saints, nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Luntz good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, Winston again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone from your tight end.
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'll have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Again, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
First down, Buccaneers.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hall again on second down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Brady going to go on 4th down.
Quick throw finding Mike Evans. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll give to Hall.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Saints 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Winston's pass
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Brady going to throw here. This is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And Brady will sneak it, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something